We've been eating pancakes with our grandma, and our grandparents have been making them for us since we were little.
I grew up around wild rice, around my grandpa and grandma baking.
Our whole lives, since we could walk, we've been in our grandparents' kitchen. So we're just trying to bring it to our kids and our grandkids and our community. As a family together, we harvest our wild rice. We also use eggs, comes from our chickens that we raise. This is our syrup that comes straight from our own backyard. It's just something we've always had and we'd like to share with you guys. With the pancakes, you can take any store-bought batter that you already have. This is cooked wild rice, and you can just add a little bit of rice into that.
And then we also got wild rice flour that's optional, and we will be adding that too.
But the more wild rice flour you put in, the denser your dish is going to be.
And now we got a bowl for our wet ingredients. We will be adding 2 cups of milk, and then 3 eggs. And now I will pour the rest of my wet ingredients into my dry.
You also want to grab your melted butter.
And now mix.
If your batter gets a little too thick, which ours does look a little bit thick right now, you just add a little bit more water or milk. You want the batter a little runny so it's easier to cook through all the way. Yeah, Delilah's the baker. She does her wild rice cupcakes with maple butter frosting.
My grandpa taught me how to stir when I was little. I remember seeing him like stir whatever up, and he'd always go like this. So I learned how to do that, and it just kept on getting easier and easier, and so that's how I stirred.
We're gonna add about 3/4 cup of wild rice. Especially for these pancakes, you'd like your cooked rice to be put in the fridge for a while and cool down before putting it into your batter. This rice is probably from Perch Lake or Deadfish Lake, which is the 2 lakes that me and Delilah both riced on this past season.
I'm the polar. I go in the front of the canoe, and I pull around Eliza while she knocks the rice.
Whether it's in the kitchen or when we're harvesting rice or maple syrup
Or in the garden.
Yep, or just us hanging out together, we're a team.
I feel like this consistency, it's nice and thick, it's runny still.
You don't want it too thick or your pancake batter won't cook through.
I'm gonna be turning the pan on to the lowest setting.
The more oil you put, the crispier your pancake is gonna be on the edges, the browner it will turn. So you don't want to put too much unless you like really burnt pancakes.
As you can see, the pancake is bubbling up on the outside.
I like a good amount of rice inside it. It really gives it a good taste.
And that is a perfect crispy edge wild rice pancake.